Hello. It has been too long. Welcome to It's Crochet Clock. We do these almost every single Monday night, except for when I am sick and I cannot be here. I'm so happy to be back. 2 weeks is far, far, far too long for me not to be with you guys. I'm so sorry that I had to miss last week. It just was not going to happen. I needed those days in bed because I was in a very, very, very bad way. But I am almost all better now. Thank you so much for everybody who messaged me and emailed me and asked in the Facebook group how I was feeling. I was very appreciative that you guys were thinking of me. We have lots and lots of people in the chat tonight. There's some new faces in here. Hello, everyone. Let's see, who all is in here? Who was the first one in here? Oh, I can't scroll up that far. It was probably Rowan. Rowan is normally the first one in here. She's here like an hour early every week. Let's see. LaTanya said, "Hi, Stephanie, glad you're up and running." Me too, because it was not fun. Gina. Hi, welcome to It's Crochet Clock. It's her first time here. So happy that you made it. Who all do we have for mods? I see that Ida is here. I'm scrolling. Dee is here. Kim is here. Is that all that we have here? Thank you guys so much. You guys be nice, because if you're not, then they will hit you with the spanner and that will not be fun. Aussies are representing. There's Aussies all over the place. Hello, hello. Cheryl from California. Hi. Hello, Darian. Thank you so much. She said my hair looks fabulous. Let me tell you, every curly girl will understand that whenever you have important days, you wake up in the morning and you would think that your mind, I would imagine that the normal person would be thinking about all of the things that are going to go on that day, or just be excited about all of the things that are going to go on that day. No, not for curly girls. Curly girls wake up and the first thing they think is, please, Lord, let my hair behave today. So thank you, Darian. I appreciate it. Whew. Sue said, I sat for 2 hours with earbuds in pretending like I was listening to you. The girls had no clue. Wow, Karen from Holland. Hello. Thank you for staying up so late. Wow, it's very, very late for you. Thank you, Cindy. I missed you guys too. Jen is here from New Zealand. Sharon from Scotland. Linda's in the Bronx. Janet's in the UK. Holy cow, there's lots of Euros in here tonight. Thank you so much for staying up, you guys. That's awesome. Crafting with Leanne is here. Hello, and there's my Aunt Jean Ann. Hey, Aunt Jean Ann. Thank you. From Costa Rica. I love that your hair is a living entity with a mind of its own. You have no idea. You really have no idea. It's an adventure every day with curly hair. You wake up in the morning and you just really don't know exactly how the universe and your hair are going to get along. So it keeps life interesting, to say the least. Your curly hair always looks lovely. Why, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I work very, very hard on it. Kim said, oh my God, I started watching A Discovery of Witches and I loved it. I'm telling you guys, that TV show, I think I heard about it, what, like 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago now? I've watched the entire series 3 times now. I absolutely love it because I'm a fantasy person, so I love fantasy TV shows and books and things like that, and it's a very, very different take on it's a great story. I love it so much. Hey, Leanne and DB. Hey, Mrs. Rooster's here. Oh, let's see. Maribel is here. Yay. So glad to see you guys. I will probably be drinking a lot this evening because my throat still gets very, very dry. So please bear with me as I take breaks. But I need it to be able to talk to you guys so I don't start coughing. Mm. Latanya said, I slap a do-rag on my hair when it won't fall in line. Girl, you know, when I was younger, I used to wear wigs all the time. I would wake up in the morning because I was so busy that I didn't have time to mess with it. If I woke up in the morning and my hair was being unruly and just acting like it had no upbringing, slick it all back, throw in a wig, and go. Oh, hello from New Jersey. Hello, Mary Ann. Oh, Ida said, check out the new Tumblr. Yes, this big old massive thing. Is Gabby here tonight? I don't think I've seen Gabby's name. This is the exclusive Tumblr for one of the tiers for my patrons. So Gabby is actually going to be getting hers in the mail here soon because she's reached that point. This sucker is massive, you guys, massive. It's 30 ounces. It's huge. I love it, but it's huge and it's heavy. Heavy, heavy, heavy. And it will never be sold in my merch store. That is exclusive to my patrons. You can't. And the big It's Crochet Clock bag right there, the big one, that's exclusive to patrons too. Let's see, Gabby's here. I haven't seen her. But Gabby. So, I'm so happy to be back. I'm just so stinking excited to be back. I've missed you guys so much. It has been, let me switch this over. I'm going to switch this screen over. I'm gonna crochet for a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, Darian said I want one. No, you can't have one. Even my kids can't get them. Only the patrons can get them. See. It was a serious sippy cup. It is. It's a very serious sippy cup, but it's awesome. Please explain exclusive to patrons. So on Patreon, my patrons pledge a dollar amount each month, and there are different tiers, and each tier has its own benefits. Some of them are behind the scenes, where they get to see my studio and they get to see me filming, they get to see me doing all kinds of stuff. Other benefits include a meeting once a month, a live Zoom meeting where the group of us can web chat with each other and like with video and voice, and we get to sit around and we have a conversation for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and it's a smaller group, so they get more of my attention. And one of the tiers, after 3 months of subscribing or being a patron of that tier, they get that big bag back there. And after 6 months, they get that massive tumbler. So Gabby has just reached her 6 months. She was one of my very first patrons. So she's going to be getting that this month. Darian said, I came from you. I'm so sorry, honey. You don't get one. That's exclusive for patrons. But I love you. I love you so much. Building light boxes. Yes. They got to see me. They get to see me in my pajamas sometimes because, you know, I do all of my patron stuff. My patron lives. I have patron exclusive lives on most Sundays. And they get to see me in my pajamas. Last night we ended up having like a mukbang, and I didn't even mean to, but I was starving and I had to go live with the patrons, and I had all kinds of work that I needed to do. So they sat with me and I ate dinner, and we went through my work and we went through all of my stuff that I was doing. Yeah, it was interesting. It was very interesting. But one of the evenings they've gotten to see me put together 2 light boxes. My first one that I got was very small, and it was too small for what I needed it for, so I sent it back after I figured out how to put the sucker together. I had to take it right back apart and mail it back, and then I got a big one that's big. Like, that's a queen size bed behind me, and it takes up almost the entire bed. And they got to watch me. I think it took me like 2 hours to put that sucker together, and I was cussing through the whole thing. So it was interesting. Hello from Turkey. Wow. Wow, we just got all kinds of people here tonight. Lordy. Yes, Cindy, you missed last night. Last night was a very, very, very interesting Patreon chat. I'm so bummed that you missed it. Oh, let's see. Come on. Boy, I got that slip knot just a little bit too tight. Mrs. Rooster is using her hubby's tablet tonight. That's nice. Hey, Cindy. Cindy Hearts. Oh, look at me. I just crocheted with the tail. That would normally have been edited out. What in Sam Hill? I really did a doozy on this. All right, Steph. Get it together. Pause for dramatic effect. Jessica, I was wondering where you went. You just all of a sudden got quiet, honey. Oh, well, it's a little bit too late. Yes, Gabby, I was waiting for you. Did you see your mug? Look, look, look. I mean, this one isn't your mug. This is my mug. But this one, look, look. I would tip it to the side, but I've got stuff in it. But it's all glittery and shiny. Ooh, it's so lovely. Alicia got her first paint box yarn. Yeah. Oh. Oh, so let's see. All right, let's see if I can start this off without getting myself all jerked around. All right, let's get in there. Kimber Ann's is knitting a shawl on circulars, but she usually crochets. Ooh, Gabby saw it. You love it. Is it green on the bottom? No, it's black on the bottom. This is black glitter, and it has the glitter in it is like reflective green, and it fades up into white glitter, and there's like black and green glitters all through it. It's so pretty. It is. It's green. Hello, Michelle. All right, getting into this. Hello, Terry. Welcome to the chat. I'm going to wait a little bit longer. I know that you guys are super excited about the super secret squirrel announcement, my huge big secret that I've been keeping for a year. But YouTube has this finicky little thing where whenever somebody goes live, it sends out notifications in batches. So I am going to wait probably another 15 minutes or so before I start talking about that, because I don't want to have to repeat myself and I don't want people to miss it. Oh, people's got snow. Ugh, you can definitely keep it up there. That's all you guys. I don't want no stinking snow. No snow. How many did I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's mess around with this. Sue said my first paint box order is due in on Friday. I leave at 3 a.m. Friday for Nashville until Tuesday. It's going to kill me. Bless your heart. I am so, so sorry. That's not fun at all. What is that? It's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, We've gotten about 1.5 feet of snow over the last few days here in Washington. Oh, you guys. It is so cold here today. Where has summer gone? I would like to have summer back. I'm just waiting for summer to come back. Leanne said, I've cast you to the telly. No comments up there, though. Is that usual? Yes, that is usual. Whenever you broadcast to televisions, you only get to see me. You can't participate in chat, and it won't show you the live chat. Mrs. Rooster said that they're in the 70s. Where are you, Mrs. Rooster? I need to come there. I need to come there. I don't want anything to do with the snow. I don't want anything to do with the cold. I'm fighting turning on my heater right now because I'm pretty stinking chilly. I was hot in here until the sun went down, and as soon as the sun goes down in the desert, everything changes. Oh, you're in Houston. Oh, Mrs. Rooster is in Houston. That explains it. Joe Patton said we are going to hit almost 100 degrees Fahrenheit today. Woo! Oh, hello, Allison. Y'all, Allison, those of you who are part of the It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group, you've probably seen Allison. But Allison and I have known each other since we were in grade school. We played volleyball together. We did the whole stay the night over, all of that good stuff. Me and Allison have known each other for a really long time. Sue said, I moved to Texas to get away from the cold. I want a refund. I hear you. I would want a refund too. Turn the heater on. Okay. I don't know why I always get concerned and worried that you guys, but ooh, that first little blast of air is chilly. Ooh. I always get concerned that it's going to be too loud for you guys. My Aunt Jean Ann is pretending that it is cold. She has her bowl of chili and Frito scoops ready to party. Oh. My Aunt Jean Ann loves the cold. I hate the cold. I despise the cold. The cold and I are not friends. We will never be friends. That dark purple is so pretty. It is super pretty, isn't it? Do I have more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Did I not do 1, 2? Oh. I knew something was wrong. Lordy. Steph, you've been sick. Use the dang heater. Okay. I'm gonna use the dang heater. I'm always called, hey, Nancy. Oh. Nancy Towers says, still have snow and below 0 temps now for a week and -17 overnight. She's in Montana. You can keep that. I mean, I love you. I honestly do. But you can keep that. Whereas I forget what morning it was. Kelly sent me a message and she's like, I just woke up and look at what's going on outside. Nope. Keep it. That's all you. Whew. Mrs. Rooster grew up in Ohio and she does not miss the ice and snow. I do not, I don't blame you. I do not like it at all. Aw, I'm glad, Angie Nan. Did you get a chance to watch Shane's first conspiracy video series? You mean his old ones? I've watched all of his old ones. If you're talking about the new one that he just released that was almost 2 hours long, no, I have not watched that. I haven't found 2 hours to sit there and dedicate to it. I think I'm going to end up having to watch it in bits. Hey, Kim. Classy Kim. What you crocheting, lady? I have no idea what it's going to end up being. This is just another one of those projects that I'm just working on as we do our thing here on live chats. Allison said it's 15 here in Maine and icy. We have snow coming tomorrow. Ugh. Don't you miss South Carolina, Allison? Sue says, for Nancy, I have a spare room and you can pay with yarn. You can pay your rent with yarn. That sounds like a deal to me. No, the new stuff. It's so worth it. I will have to check it out, Jessica. I'll have to find 2 hours to dedicate to it. The Kims are taking over. We have so many Kims. How is the Yaya's Hugs pattern going? I still have not done anything more with it. However, I believe that I have finagled time, and normally Saturday nights is slower at work. So I think I'm going to take it with me next Saturday night, and I should be able to get some more work done on it. It's hard because now I'm at the point where I really, really need to pay attention to what I'm doing and what I'm writing down, and and I gotta count, and it's really hard to do that when I have other things going on around me. My cousin's here tonight. Hey, Amy. Welcome. 104 watching and 58 likes. Hit the thumbs up, y'all. What are y'all doing? Hit the thumbs up. What am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did I do it again? I did do it again. Good Lord. I keep doing that. Hello, Anastasia. Hi, Steph. I'm on Snowball Express blanket number 6. Lord have mercy. Lordy, it's a good thing that you're already in Jacksonville and you can just take them to my cousin or my aunt. 6 snowball blankets. I know Lindsay has made, I think 4. Lindsay is sending 4. Whew. I'm going to be sending 3 myself. Denise, I have not made the announcement yet because YouTube does not send out, they send out notifications in batches versus just sending them out to everybody. So I'm wanting to make sure that everybody who subscribes gets their notification and gets in before I do it. Denise said, I only have 3 Snowball Express blankets. Look, thank you. I would be very, very grateful if you just sent 1. 3 is fabulous. Don't say that you only have 3. That's awesome. Yes, I'm trying to make it to 10 blankets. Trying. It's the goal. Well, woo! 10 blankets? You gonna make 4 more before the 5th? They got to be there before the 5th. Lindsay said she has 6. Got to get them to fit in the box, though. You're going to have to vacuum seal it. That's how Nancy sent hers, was she vacuum sealed her blankets. Hey, Dee, where do I go to be a patron? I think Kim can post the link for... Oh, no, Dee has it. There you go. Thank you, Dee. That is the link for anybody who's interested in being a patron. To the addresses, yes, the address is on the website. If you go to itscrochetoclock.com and click on Snowball Express, all of the details are there, and down at the bottom is the address to my house in Jacksonville, where all of the blankets are going. My space bags came in the mail today. Space bags are awesome, aren't they? Woo! Amy said that she got a box from Sharon Addington, another from Utah, and most recent from Sherry Downey. Thank you so much, you guys. Marianne said, I only have one, have to look up the address to mail. Look, thank you, Marianne. Thank you for donating to the Snowball Express. You're going to make a kid very, very happy. Thank you, Dee. There's the link direct to the Snowball Express portion on the website. Hello, Cleary. Welcome to chat. Welcome, welcome. Two, three. All right, Steph. Don't do it again. There we go. Sorry, not Utah, but Idaho. Is that for the, oh yes, for the snowball blankets. Idaho. I know who that one's from. Are we going to do Snowball Express again next year? I don't know. We are, the whole reason that I got involved in it is because the Florida Daughters of the American Revolution are doing a big drive, and like all the women in my family are part of the Daughters of the American Revolution. So I wanted to help them out, and I wanted to help the cause out, so I shared it with you guys. I don't know if they're going to be doing another drive next year for them or not, and if they don't, I don't know. I would have to research and look to see where we could send the blankets to, like the Gary Sinise Foundation, or where they need to go to get to them. But that can definitely be something that we can look into for next year if the Florida Daughters do not do another drive. Let's see. What size do the blankets need to be? These kids are anywhere from infants up to teenagers. So the blankets can be baby size, 36 inches by 36 inches, all the way up to twin size. So whatever it is that you feel like making and that you have time to do, because they do have to be to my house by March 5th. Because this is for next Christmas, but they have to get all of them together and then all of them donated and all of that good stuff. And that's taking place at the spring conference for the Florida Daughters of the American Revolution. So they have to be to my house in Florida by the 5th. So whatever it is that you can work on and get donated will be appreciated. My cousin says she has the contact, so we can talk later. Wonderful. Maybe we could turn it into an It's Crochet O'Clock yearly thing that we do if the Florida Daughters decide not to do it next year for whatever reason. You are very welcome, Emmy. Or Mark, whichever one you are. Denise said, mine are all washed and dried and ready to ship. Yay! Hi, Line. Hi there. I was able to get those granny squares I promised together myself and plan on shipping them Thursday when I can get a ride to the post office. You know, my Aunt Jean Ann was just asking me about those. A couple weeks ago, she was just asking me if I had heard anything more about the granny squares that were going to be donated for her to stitch together. So thank you for updating. She's been looking for those. She's been waiting for them. She's very excited about going on the adventure of learning how to crochet. She's going to learn how to crochet by putting granny squares together. Gabby said, I'm in for doing it every year. I agree. Every year sounds great, but if the Florida Daughters of the American Revolution are already doing a drive for it, then we might as well just piggyback on with them versus doing our own thing. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. Thank you. Lena said, I recently found out I am one of my great-great-great-grandfathers fought in the Revolutionary War. Would love to know how to join the Daughters of the American Revolutionary War organization. Well, you are in the right place. You are in the right place. I mean, I know that it says it's crochet o'clock here, but listen. My family has history. I can get you in touch with my Aunt Jean Ann, who can tell you where you need to go for your local people. She can help you. She's a registrar. Allison said, what are you crocheting? I have no idea what it's going to be. I'm just crocheting something this is just what I play around with on the live streams when I'm not losing my hook. Dee said, dang, my chat is a little behind. I hate it when that happens. That happens a lot to me when I'm on mobile. Or Amy just said go to dar.org. That is a pretty good way to find your local people. That will be most helpful for you. Did I? Oh, okay. Dum dum dum. Oh, that must be dinner getting delivered. The doorbell scared me. Avon calling. I'm not eating Avon for dinner. Okay, let me move all of this stuff out of the way. I know, guys, I know. It's that time. Are you guys ready? I'm so excited. I'm also quite terrified. So, you guys have been a part of this. You just didn't know that you were a part of it. You guys have been watching me unbox yarn. Several times I did unboxings here on the channel, and some people would ask, hey, what's that for? What did you get that yarn for? And I would either fib to you or I would tell you that I couldn't tell you because it was for a secret squirrel thing, which is nothing new for me because I film video tutorials for designers and I'm always working on projects, so I always have a secret going on. But I have had a very big one for a year now. This month it is a year, and that secret is that I have been working with another woman who most of you guys that are in the Facebook group, you know her. She's been here in the lives a couple times. Her name is Jennifer Botha. I've been working to launch a yarn distribution company, and it launches on Thursday, so surprise! I am, it's taken a year because importing yarn, importing anything into the U.S. is, it is a logistics nightmare. It really, really is. And we had to learn a lot, and we wanted to go very, very, very slow, because we didn't want to make mistakes in order to do things right. So, we've taken baby steps, and baby steps, and baby steps, and now that it's here, like I've known that this moment was coming for a year. I've known that it was coming, and now that it's here, like this whole past week, I have been just positively ill. Not because of my cold and all of that was going on. I was just absolutely sick with nerves. And my poor patrons, you guys, my patrons, I have the best patrons on all of YouTube. I really, really do. You know, I told you guys earlier that part of the perks of being a patron is they get behind the scenes stuff. My patrons have known about this for 6 months, and they have been there the entire time, and they have been supporting me. And I don't want to cry. It has been a lot of ups and downs, and it's just an emotional roller coaster going through everything, and they've just been so supportive of me, and they have sat there with me through my major deliveries of stock. And Renee, who I haven't seen pop up here, she made me laugh the first time I did behind the scenes. I think it was like 3 or 4 hours. I sat here unpacking yarn and inventorying yarn, and Renee was so funny. I'll never forget. She says, "You know that you're a yarn addict when you're perfectly happy to sit here and watch somebody inventory their yarn." And they've done that, I don't know how many times they've watched me inventory my yarn. They have watched me go through the process of twice of reorganizing everything that you guys can't see, like over there, everything that you cannot see, because now there's an entire wall full of yarn over there, and they've gotten to see me moving things around and putting things away, and then going, no, 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 I don't like that, and pulling it all back down and rearranging everything all the way around. So thank you, guys. My patrons are awesome. And my Aunt Jean Ann and Amy and Darian and Catherine have been dealing with me for a year. Because I've been going crazy. You know, there was, yay, Renee is here. You know, when I was going through and I was filming the videos for the Friends Around the World Crochet Along, their timeline kept getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back and pushed back, and it was getting closer and closer and closer to the launch. And I knew that I couldn't be doing that while the launch was going on. And I'm sure that you guys remember just how tired I was. And that's because I was staying up super late at night till like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning filming, because I was trying to get all of these 33 squares done before launch happened. And then there was more squares that were added and the timeline got pushed back, and I just couldn't do it anymore because Good Loops, which is the name of the company, Good Loops, it just needed my attention. And now the day's here, Thursday at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Good Loops Yarn.com website will go live. You can go there now if you would like to. Don't leave me here, but you can go to goodloopsyarn.com, and there is a landing page there where you can subscribe to the newsletter so you won't miss the launch. But look, I'm going to show you guys some of the yarns. Look at that. That's everything back on that wall right there. That is Nurturing Fibers' brand new line called Eco Lush. And that arrived last week, and my patrons and I, we inventoried them last night. And they're just sitting there on the wall now, because now I still need to put them away into their cubbies before they get packed and shipped and all of that good stuff. But the patrons and I, we chose some of the favorite colors because there's so many colors in the different ranges that there's no way that I could show them all to you. And you guys probably don't remember when I was going through and I was unpacking my samples. The whole point of Good Loops is we want to bring international yarns that are not readily available in the U.S., bring them to the U.S., have them in a U.S. warehouse, and be able to ship them to you in a timely manner. I know that there are some here that are very, very familiar with Nurturing Fibers. It is a brand out of South Africa. They have fabulous, fabulous yarn, and they're hard to get. You can't buy them anywhere in the U.S., so you have to buy them from overseas, and you have to wait. And if you buy them directly from South Africa, I've seen people, it's taken like 6 to 8 weeks for them to get their yarn. So we wanted to have all of this in the United States ready to ship. So if you guys decided that you wanted to buy yarn, you could get it. So we have, we are looking at a whole lot of brands. We're looking at some brands from Australia, because you know, we have so many people here from Australia. They have yarns over there that we can't get here in the U.S., and it kind of makes us jealous. So I'm looking at yarns from Australia. Maxine is sending me samples of yarn from a mill in New Zealand. I have samples from Italy, samples from Peru, just so many different yarns from so many different countries, but we are only launching with Nurturing Fibers. We wanted to launch with more, but we've been at this for a year, so it's time and it needs to happen. So we're launching with Nurturing Fibers, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different lines from the Nurturing Fibers family that we are going to be launching with. Yes, Joe, Bendigo. Actually, my samples for Bendigo, Sandy is going to be bringing me back some samples when she comes to see you next week. Oh, while I was clinging to my bubble wrap, look, my Aunt Jean Ann is telling my secrets because I called her, and I was doing it while I was talking to my cousin Amy earlier. I was a bag of nerves to tell you guys about this. So I sat here and I was popping bubbles for hours. I sat here popping bubbles. Hi, Freaky. So let's see. This first bag, let me see what's in here for you guys. Let me flip this screen for you so you can see these down here. Yes, you did know me when. You knew me when everybody still called me Stormy Gale. Okie dokie. All right, so this is the Eco Cotton line, and as I said, there's 42 different colors in this line. So I obviously don't have time to show you guys all 42 colors, but what we did was we picked out some of our favorites. Let me flip this paper over so I can make sure that I get everybody's names right. So this one is this, let's see. This one is lavender, and you know the colors don't, it looks blue on the camera from up top, but it's more in the little screen for me. This is it's a lavender. It's an honest to goodness lavender. I know it looks blue on the big screen there, but it's not. The smaller camera is more true to color. These are all hand dyed. All hand dyed in South Africa. All of the cotton is grown in South Africa. The awesome thing about Nurturing Fibers is Carlay, who is the owner of Nurturing Fibers, I love it about her. She just randomly shows up at the farms to make sure that the employees are being treated right, that the animals are being treated right, that everything is as eco-friendly as possible. She recycles as much of her water as she can. She uses solar energy. She gives jobs to people in South Africa that need them, that are, you know, in severe poverty. She's an awesome lady. I love Nurturing Fibers. And this, I don't know what she washes her yarn in, but all of her yarn just has this fabulous, fabulous smell. This color is called Sunglow, and I'm trying to get it. This is literally like the sun. Honest to goodness. It's like the sun. This is 100% cotton. Deb, yes, we will ship to Canada. And let's see, Sunglow was one of Carol's favorite colors that she chose last night. Let me see. Joe said, I just got home from work. What awesome thing happened? I'm starting a yarn distribution company. That's the awesome thing. This is called Sunkissed Coral, and this color is just, it's one of my favorite colors. It's very, very, very happy. At least it makes me think happy. I don't know why. It just makes me think happy. That was one of mine. This color is called Bordeaux, and this color is so rich and so sexy. Yes, I just called yarn sexy. This color is very, very sexy. They chose a proper name for it. And that was that was Nancy and Kelly. Both of them chose Bordeaux as one of their favorite colors. Let's see. Cornflower. This is a blue. This is a light blue. And I would call this, if you're not familiar with what a cornflower is, it is that color. It's exactly that color. This is a baby blue. Let me see. And that was Renee. That was one of Renee's favorite colors. And lavender was also one of Renee's favorite colors. This one is called Baltic. And this is a very, very interesting color, guys. This color is like a deep blue, but also a deep teal. It's like a mix between a deep blue and a deep teal. It's gorgeous. This is a beautiful, beautiful color. Hello, hummingbird. And that one is one of Kelly's. Kelly and Renee both also liked Baltic. This one is one of my personal favorites, and I know that it's a neutral, and it's getting blown out by that camera because the lights are blowing it out. This is just, it looks like it's a cream, but it's a teeny bit darker than a cream. It's a super, super light brown, and it's just, it's so crazy. Okay, Kim says to switch cameras because the colors are looking better on this camera. So I'm going to switch cameras there. But that light is blowing this one out. There we go. Just a little bit. It looks cream on the camera, but it is just, it's cream with a little bit. It's like when you mess up and you put too much creamer in your coffee. You know those days when you're half asleep and you're making your coffee and you just aren't thinking properly and you end up with like half a cup of creamer. Then you go pour your coffee in because it's already too late. And then you end up with like a little bit of coffee with your creamer. That's what fawn looks like. Joe said, how many meters or yards per ball on these? So these are 50 grams and they're 125 meters for the Eco Cotton. It's 100% cotton. Any mercerized stuff, not in these colors. I'm really, no, there are no mercerized in the nurturing fibers. Smack that light in the mouth and tell it to stop blowing so much. Yes. Okay. Oh no, I want to go back to this one before I get into the new one. Oh, whew. Okay. So this one is going to be, how did you start this? Did you just reach out to companies? Funny story. So this all came to be because Jennifer sent me an email, and thank God she was persistent because she contacted me like 2 or 3 times before I finally responded to her because I thought that she was one of those people that was trying to get me to talk to them so they could try to scam me out of money. That's what I thought Jennifer was doing. But she contacted me. She found me because I had been reviewing South African yarns because Maxine had sent me South African yarns. So I blogged about it and I spoke about it here on the It's Crochet O'Clock YouTube channel. And nobody else was talking about South African yarns. So she spoke to me, and she had just become the wholesaler for North America for a couple South African brands. And she was wanting to speak to me about advice on getting into the local yarn shops as a wholesaler. And you know, when she just kept contacting, and then she hunted me down on Facebook. And when she finally hunted me down on Facebook, I was like, okay, this is a real person. I need to speak to this person. So I started talking to her, and I went, you know, That's not going to work. The reason that, because there's been several other people that have taken up the baton of wholesaling for South African yarns in the US, and they haven't been successful. I said, well, there's a reason for that, because local yarn stores, it's not like it is in Europe. You know, in Europe, there's still local yarn stores all over the place. And in South Africa, in particular, local yarn stores are still a very, very big thing. But here in the US, they're just not. They're not. You know, we have way too many big box stores for yarn, and they put all of the local yarn stores out of business. Not all of them, but the vast majority of them. So it's not going to work. You know, you would do better to open up a distribution company. Find somebody here stateside, because she's American. She lives in South Africa, but she's American. So find somebody here stateside and ship all of your yarns to them and have them do your distribution. And that was in February of last year. And then all of a sudden, very quickly, we just figured out that we had so much in common. She is, her father is Venezuelan, but her mother is American, and she was raised all over the world, and they ended up settling in South Africa. And she comes to the U.S. like 4 or 5 times because all of her family is here. Even her father's family is here. So she's here in the U.S. all the time, but she lives in Pretoria. She's married to a preacher, and we just had so much in common. And our goals and what we wanted to do with our lives and the things that we wanted to accomplish for our family were right in line. So we jumped in, and that's how Good Loops came to be. It's very crazy how it happened, and it's been a crazy, crazy road, but that's how it happened. So this is Eco Fusion. Eco Fusion. This is 50-50 cotton and bamboo, and it is glorious. Let me get this up on the screen. You see those little shiny bits in there? Those shiny bits, let me see if I can get them to show. Is that yellow going to blow out? The shiny bits that are in there, that's the bamboo that goes around the cotton. And it gives it just this beautiful, beautiful sheen. Yes, I do plan on yarn from Turkey. Turkey produces some very, very, very nice yarn. So let me see. So this is ruby pink. This is, I don't want to say hot pink, but this is crazy, crazy. It's pink. And this is one of Nancy's favorite colors here. It is very, very pink. This one is lilac. This is such a lovely color. I am a sucker for like vintagey colors. And this color right here is just, it's so lovely. I'm squishing it. Like that has anything to do with the color, but I can't help but squish this because it's super, super soft. And you guys know that I am not okay with cotton. I have known that we were going to be carrying nurturing fibers for over 6 months. For like 8 months now, I've known that we were going to be carrying nurturing fibers. And whenever we go talk about cotton and my aversion to cotton, do you know how hard it has been for me to not go, I love nurturing fibers cotton, you guys. I really do. I love it. That's lilac. This is blush. You guys, it is the lightest, most delicate pink. It is just a beautiful, beautiful, just ever so hint of pink. I love it so much. This one is called Bessie. This is a very, very, it's getting blown out again by the stinking camera. This is like wow yellow. Wow yellow. It's primary yellow. Primary yellow. That lilac is Nanny's color. Yes, it is. It's definitely Nanny's color. This one is called Watershed. And this is a very, let me see if I can get it up there. This literally, especially with the fusion, because different fibers take dye different ways, and this is hand dyed. It literally looks like ocean water. It looks like the lighter pieces is the foam and the tops of the waves just as they crest. Ugh, it's beautiful. Your tongue must have hurt from having to bite it for 8 months. Yes, yes it did. This one is called Paris, and this is very, 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 very purple. Very purple. And this is one of Renee's favorite colors. Like, this purple is no joke. No joke purple. It's looking a lot more neon on this screen. Let me see, I can't. Daggum this delay. That delay is crazy. And it looks more blue on that camera. But this is purple. This is like a royal purple. If your mission was to crochet something for the Queen of England and you needed purple because purple is the royal color, like, this is the purple. Kim said, I have my wholesaler's tax ID from a previous boutique that I had opened before I became ill, so at some point, and I get better, will I be able to order wholesale from your company? No, we're not going to be doing wholesale. We're only going to be doing direct to customers. This is another one of my favorite colors, and I was bummed that none of the patrons chose it, so I am taking rights. This is called Karoo Lands, and it is just a creamy, neutral, just lovely, lovely brown. And again, there we go with, you know, the vintagey colors. Like, it fits into that English garden that I love oh so much. Color pens. I need to make some nurturing. I mean, I've only had 8 months that I knew that we were going to be carrying nurturing fibers. You'd think that I would have color pegs ready for them. Do I? No. No. But I do need to make some color pegs for them. Let's see. All right. So the next one is Eco Lush. This is the newest line. Dee said almost like a mocha color. Yes, yes. Karoo Lands is one tiny shade lighter. If you're familiar with Stylecraft yarns and their colors, or if you have my color pegs from Stylecraft, you can look at mocha, and it is one shade lighter than mocha. So Lush is the brand new line that just got released, and I mean just got released from Nurturing Fibers. It's so brand new that it's not even on the Nurturing Fibers website yet. That's how brand new it is. It is 40% bamboo and 60% cotton, and it's thinner than the Fusion. It is at like a number 3 weight yarn. So for those of you that are knitters as well, if you're bi-stitchable, you're going to like this. If you want to make something that is super lacy, if you want to crochet something that is super lacy, this is going to be great for it. And you guys, I cannot express those bags back there, all of those bags back there, they are all Lush. And when I opened up the box and I reached inside and pulled out one of those, it just squish, just squish, squish. They are squishy marshmallows. Just squish. Do they have a variegated green? I have some greens. It kind of looks variegated because of the bamboo. You know, cotton takes dye differently than bamboo takes dye, and they look completely different. So it is kind of, and it's hand dyed, so there's always a little bit of a variance in there. This color is called Olive, and it is stunning. Just stunning. It's one of my favorite colors out of all of the colors. And you guys know that I don't like green either normally. I love Olive. I love olive so, so, so much. I can't wait to make something with it. Here's another green that I love. This is called Willow, and I love this one so much because, you know, the whole vintagey look. How does that squish go? Squish, squish. God, this smells so good. Oh, if you guys have never smelled nurturing fibers, man, you are missing out. If Kelly is still here, I know that Kelly has purchased nurturing fibers before, so she knows. Oh, they smell so good. Amy said, will we have some for the New Hampshire show? Yes. All of the lines we will be taking for the Crochet Guild of America conference in July. Jennifer is flying over from South Africa for it. I'm going up. My cousin Amy is going to be there, and we are trying our hardest to get a very, very special guest to come with us to, I can't tell you. That's going to be another secret. I can't tell you because it's not confirmed. But we will have nurturing fibers there. So that one is Willow that's getting blown out by the lights. It's a lovely, lovely vintage green color. I love it so much. The yardage for this is 200 meters for Lush, 50 grams, 200 meters. It's lovely. Do the squish face again. Squish, squish. Sherry said that the nurturing fibers holds the scent as well even after washing. I have heard that. I have heard lots of people say that. No, not fiberific, freaky. No, I would love it if Chantel could come, but no. So this color is called Anvil, okay? And this color, if you need a silver for your project, this is just, it's silver. This is the one that I would go to for silver. Let me see. This one is called Sweet Pea, and this is just like bubblegum pink. If you think of bubblegum and the pink that bubblegum is, that is what this is. Is there a camo pink, like a neutral vintage pink? Yes. Yes, there is. This is called Seashell, and it's not coming up right on the screen, but this, I keep saying that this is one of my favorite colors, but I promise you, okay guys, I promise you, this right here is the creamiest pink you have ever seen. It's like the strawberry milk when you've been eating like strawberry mini wheats or Captain Crunch. You remember when you were a kid and the little cherry balls that was in Captain Crunch, how it would turn your water, that pink, that is what this looks like. It is just beautiful. Chris said, is the scent a perfume? No, it is the soap that they wash it in. It's not bad. It's very good. It's very light, but it smells very good. So this one is called Adventurine, and I knew that this one was not going to show up on the screen very well at all. I hate cameras. Why do cameras do this to us? This Adventurine is, let me see if I can pull it back. Is it going to show? Nope, it's still showing up to blue. It's not showing you the proper green that is in it. This is just a beautiful aqua color, a light aqua color. And then this one is Saffron, and Saffron was Nancy and Carol. They both really liked Saffron, and Saffron is just, it is a lovely, I don't want to say that it's orange because it's not orange, and I don't want to keep using creamy as a way to describe it, but it's like a corally orange, a light corally orange. It's quite yummy. The light pink reminds me of makeup. So that is Eco Lush, and I'm telling you, God, it's so nice. It's so squishy. So squishy. One camera looks yellow and the other looks orange. See, that's the difference. That's why color pegs are so important. Peachy. Yes, Jessica's got it right. Peachy. Okay. Now we're going to go into the wools, and I know that a lot of my patrons are allergic to wool, but she makes some beautiful apricot. That's a good one. Lindsay said, "Listen, if it's all creamy, then that's just what it is." Okay. You guys, I'm gonna pull these out. Will you look at those? Look at these. Have you ever seen anything so rich? So luscious. Have you? No, you haven't. I know you haven't. This one, I covered up my notes. I had to write down the notes from everybody, because everybody had so many favorites. You see, this one is called Claret. And I picked this one out because I knew that my Aunt Jean Ann would love it. Because my Aunt Jean Ann loves jewel tones. This is Claret, and it is just the most lovely burgundy. It is deep, it is rich, it is, ugh. And then, on top of it, this is warmth, you guys. So this is single spun lace. This is single spun lace. It is 100 grams and it's 620 meters, 100% merino wool. This is merino wool that's raised in South Africa. South Africa farms. Carlay goes to the farms herself. They dye it all there, all of that good stuff. This is just... You guys. I mean... I hope these greens show up for you guys. Will you look at these? Are these not the most gorgeous greens you've ever laid your eyes on? Look at them. Look. This one is called Kinsa, and it is, again, like I told you, different fibers take dye in different ways. So this is very, very close to the willow color that I was showing you in the other small balls. This is very close to it. It's very, 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 very light, very springy. Very, very springy. This one is called Cedar. Look. Look at that green. Ah. Ah. Here comes two of the favorites from the patrons that several people said. Will you look at them? So excited about these, Lord. You guys, look at them. Aren't they gorgeous? Oh. This one is called Smoky Nights. And Carol and Renee both loved this color. It is so, so gorgeous. I don't think I could pick favorite colors. Yeah, they had some issues too. Like Renee was just like all the blues, all the purples. And I was like, no, you can't do that, Renee. You have to give me some. Because I definitely couldn't choose. This one is called Sea Glass, and this one was a favorite of Nancy's, and it's also a favorite of mine because this one makes me think of my cousin Amy. This one is coming up more blue on this screen. It's showing more true to color, I think, on the above screen camera. It is gorgeous, and when I first saw this, it makes me think of my cousin Amy because she loves sea glass. So that makes me, and it is like the color of sea glass. You think of sea glass, that's what it looks like. So there's your little testy just for the single spun lace. I'm making myself a mess back here with yarn, but it's okay. How do you sleep knowing that there's that beautiful yarn in the next room? I would be up all night squishing. Look, look, okay? Do you know how hard it was for me when I got my first shipment? It was like 5 big, massive boxes. I could have filled up both the bathtubs in my house, and I could have crawled in there, and I could have done a photo shoot like that woman did that was going all over social media, but I knew that I had to keep these because these are for selling to you guys, and don't nobody want to, no, I couldn't do that, but I wanted to. Make no mistake, I wanted to. Okie dokie. Now we are going to look at Super Twist sock weight. Look, you guys. Vanilla. I know that it's just a plain, you know, creamy white, but still, it's very lovely. Monsoon is a very different color. It is a smoky blue. Is that a thing? It's a smoky blue. Kim says, sock weight is perfect for garments and shawls. That's very true. And this is for the Super Twist sock. It's 100 grams and 320 meters. This is just so, so lovely. Lovely. And it's different. It's like a smoky grayish blue. Oh, and warmth. Warmth. The first color that I showed you, I was too excited about it because it's one of my favorites too. Nancy loved that one. And here comes another one of Nancy's favorites. And I know that you guys are going to love it as well. Are you ready? You're not ready. I promise you. What's the content of that? It's 100% merino. 100% merino. Guys. Oh, look at Imperial, if you will. You guys. So Nancy and Renee loved this color, right? Guys, isn't that just luscious and gorgeous? Bye, Melissa. Thank you for hanging out with us. Isn't that just gorgeous and it's so pretty. It's so pretty. And this one is called Atlantic, and this one was one of Renee's favorites as well. Hey, Shelly. This one is a gorgeous, gorgeous blue. Gorgeous, gorgeous blue. And just so you know, this Imperial right here, again, going back to different fibers take dyes in different ways. Paris, when I was showing you guys Paris, Imperial, when you're talking about the merino colors, but Paris, whenever you're talking about the Eco Cotton, the Eco Fusion, and the Eco Lush. Paris. You need to make a full-length cape in that imperial color. And then I shall wear that cape to convention with my yarn leggings. Yes, I will. Shelly, it is 320 meters. Did we already talk about Atlantic? Yes, we did. We already spoke about Atlantic. Good night, LaTonya. Look at them. I love pink so much. Look. You guys. So this one is called Cherry Blossom. And this is Carol's favorite. And this is probably my most favorite color in the whole, like out of all of them. Cherry Blossom is probably my absolute favorite color out of all. I love it. It's true to the screen that I can see. And for what am I gonna say? Oh, and then this one is called Odette. You guys. Guys, look. Like, I can't even. You could do Emma's Rambling Roses shawl in those, yes. Yes, you could. The heck with my daughter's wedding. I'm going to the convention. See? I keep telling you, Sue. I kept telling you that you didn't really need to go to your daughter's wedding. That you needed to be with me at convention. I kept telling you, but you didn't want to listen. Lindsay said, just stop it. Every new color I love so much. I can't even. Dude, I know. I know. Hold on. There's more. Oh. You have said that multiple times already. Did I? No. No, did I? It was probably for seashell because those, like, it's that whole dusty pink thing. I love that. Okie dokie. Why, oh why do I have a wool allergy? I'm so sorry. The hubby says you were up to 7 or 8 absolute favorites. Kelly, you just tell the husband that I'm allowed, okay? I'm excited. Today is my day. Look. That's Atlantic. And that was one of Renee's favorites. We've already seen that in one of the other bases. But this is... I love it so much. Daughters need to elope so you can save money. What would you give me in trade for my first and last born? Look, I've already got my own. That's not a good trade. Okay, fine. You get my whole IRS refund. You guys, look. Cherry Blossom. Cherry Blossom. Oh, I forgot to tell you what this was. This is Super Twist DK. This is 50 grams and it's 103 meters. 100% merino wool. Again. Cherry Blossom. I love it. I love it. Oh, so much, so much, so much. My husband used to whisper, elope, elope, elope in her ear. Oh. Okay, and this one is Jennifer's favorite. It is her absolute favorite. I promise you, if you guys go into the It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group and you tag her and you ask her what her favorite Nurturing Fibers color is, she is going to say quince. This is quince. And it is beautiful. It is a pinky coral. It is a lovely, lovely color. Quince is beautiful. No, Shelley, not at launch. We will not be at launch. We are launching, what I am showing you today is what we will have in stock. Obviously, I'm not showing you all of the colors because we don't have time for that. But I'm just going through showing, you know, the patrons' favorites. And maybe a whole lot of my favorites. And here comes another one, because I love my cousin. Sea glass. And also because Renee and Nancy both loved it, and I knew that Amy would love it too. Hi, Shauna. Yes, I am feeling much better. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This color, it's beautiful. It's so pretty that I want to design something just to highlight this color. I really, really do. I love it so much. And probably part of the reason that, aside from it being Amy's, you know, something that always makes me think about my cousin Amy is, you know, I'm from an island community, and they used to, my poppy, after he retired from the Marine Corps, he was a crabber. He was a commercial crabber. And years and years and years ago, they used to have these big, huge glass bulbs that they put nets around, and it marked where their crab pots were. And they're really super, super rare nowadays. And if you can find them, they're worth a ton of money. But they're this color. So it makes me think of home, too. Hold it up with the quince. Hang on. Good night, Jessica. Oh, there are more colors than what you're showing. Take my car, take my house, take my kids, take my car, take everything but the hooks. Yes, there is a lot more colors. Look at those two together. That was nice. That's a good idea, Betty. No, Chris, this is merino DK weight. Those are beautiful colors together. Beautiful. So, so, so pretty. Oh. That's my show and tell, guys. I want all the sea glasses together. Okay, let me see. That one. And then single spun lace. I don't think that I didn't have one. Hold on. Hang on. Gabby said I'm in trouble. I want everything. Okay, so this is another one. This is, this is lunar. This is another one of those, it's like a sandy brown. It's so lovely. So this is sea glass. You wanted to see all of the sea glasses together. Ooh. Isn't it beautiful? I love them so much. It's just so, so, so gorgeous. All right, good question, Cindy Hearts. Let's see. You only have a couple more days to wait, Cindy. The website, it's technically live now, but it's just a landing page. So at 5 a.m. Eastern time on Thursday, it switches to open, and you can place orders. Yeah, Lunar, Anastasia. Yeah, Lunar. It's very nice. The one in the middle seems, well, that's the thing with hand-dyed yarn, you know, like they take differently on different bases. Yes. It's very, 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 very nice. And we have projects that are coming up. I have been working with designers. So we are going to be offering kits for different projects that are coming on. Miss Betty McKnitt is currently working up a pattern. It's in testing that will be released in April. Emma is designing a crochet along for the summer. I have lots. All right, we're wanting to see. I didn't get Lunar out. And I only have Quince in the Super Twist sock. I just said I just got my It's Crochet O'Clock bag. It's huge! It is! Look at that sucker. I'm telling you, I could fit a whole crocheted up Arizona in there and some more yarn. There is the Lunar and the Quince right here, and then Sea Glass. Because Betty asked for it. Beautiful. So yeah, that's my big secret that I've been keeping for a year now. And it was killing me sometimes. We would get on topics of conversation, and I would have to remind myself, whoa, 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 Steph. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Quick, you're going to let the cat out of the bag. You can't do that. It was very hard, you guys. Good night. Thank you for staying up so late. I know it's horribly late in Turkey. Thank you for staying up. I love those three colors together. It's so beachy and so Florida. Yes, yes it is. It's very beachy, very Florida. And I'm ready for the beach too, Betty. So, exciting stuff, guys. Super exciting stuff. It's terrifying, but it's exciting. You did great at holding back. Will you do PayPal? Yes, you can pay with PayPal. Thank you, Beverly. And then the patrons would say stuff or ask stuff and try to make her trip up. Yes, that has been a huge game for the patrons. You guys didn't catch on, thankfully. But that was, goodbye, Shelly. That was a huge thing. Like, they were always trying to trip me up. The website is goodloopsyarn.com. See, I have a feeling you're going to be very busy on Thursday. I hope so. I hope so. I've been listening and saw occasionally how hard that was to keep it inside. Yes, it was very, very, very hard. When are you filling all of these orders? Time? Well, until it is making enough to cover my current salary, I will be waking up super early in the morning and fulfilling orders that came in the evening before. And then when I get home, from work, I will check to see if any orders have come in, and I will fulfill those, and they will sit there until in the morning when I take them to go out. That is how life is going to go, because it's just what we have to do. I'm glad for you. I hope you sell so much that Jennifer can barely keep up. Oh, well, you know, Jennifer owns a brick and mortar yarn store in Pretoria, South Africa. So she has her own yarny thing going on over there. And she also gets to go visit all of the different people in South Africa that we've been talking to about perhaps carrying their yarn. There's a whole bunch. You guys don't understand like the yarn that is produced in South Africa. South Africa produces some yarn, you guys. Kelly said, I have my order ready. Kelly has had her order ready for like a month. More than a month. She was so angry that I wasn't open, and because her husband for Christmas was wanting to, you know, like give her that special yarn that she likes so much, and she couldn't order. But hello, Kelly's husband, if you can hear me, goodloopsyarn.com is launching on Valentine's Day, hint, 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 and for all of the other husbands that might be listening as well. Ooh, you know, I'm not sure. I know that the Eco Cotton is $5.50 a ball, and the other ones are smaller, but they're not bad. They're not as bad as you would think, coming all the way from South Africa. That was very important to us to not gouge people, but also, you know, try to make a little bit of money off of it. Importing is very expensive, you guys. Importing is super, super expensive. You guys, the tariffs on yarn, it is on natural fibers. So like the cotton, 53% tax just to get it out of customs. No joke. So say you have $100 worth of yarn that's coming through. That yarn instantly cost you $100 plus what it costs you to ship to the border of the United States. Then you have $50 tax on top of that. Importing into the US is a logistics nightmare, you guys. How will shipping fees work from your site? Anything over $80, if you place an order that's over $80, then shipping is free. We are going to be shipping with the United States Postal Service. We will offer first class and priority as well as express if you need it, but we have to do that at the beginning because I don't have a UPS drop-off or a DHL drop-off. We have accounts with them. DHL is how we import our yarn, but I would have to schedule pickups for UPS and DHL, and because I have to leave to go to work because Good Loops isn't paying my salary yet, I won't be here all day long to wait for them to come and pick up yarn. So, U.S. Postal Service. Feel free to send me yarn instead of magnets. I love you so much, Kim. Let's see. Ugh, my internet just dropped. Oh, I'm so sorry, Dee. The yarn will be worth it. The yarn is lovely, and it is totally worth it. And you don't have to wait. You do not have to wait, and you don't have to worry about your yarn getting stuck in customs, because that's a big thing. I know that a lot of you know Vanessa Smith, and she's a designer. She's a crochet designer, and she lives in South Africa. And she actually used to carry nurturing fibers. That was what she designed in exclusively, was nurturing fibers. And sometimes it can be tricky. Kim, I did not say no. I did not say no. Good night, Chris. Thank you for hanging out with us. I did not say no to you. So it's a big deal to already have it here in the US and not have to wait through all of that, and know that if you order it, you can have it in 3 days, or you can have it in 2 days if you want it, because it's already here in the US. It's a huge bonus. What other types of fiber do you have? Acrylic or alpaca? Nope. What I have shown you today is what we have today right now. That is what we are launching with, just these nurturing fibers lines. But we are looking at other ones. When will your website be up? Please, Valentine's Day? Yes. Thursday, February 14th, 5 a.m. Eastern Time. See, Rowan just got a notification just now. We have 25 minutes left in the live, and she just got her notification from YouTube. Do better, YouTube. Do better. I'm glad that's out of my system now, you guys. Now the patrons are going to have to come up with other games to poke fun at me with when I am on the live. Because now they're going to lose their big game of trying to trip me up. What about Canada? Yes, we ship to Canada. We will ship anywhere in the world. Now, if it's going to be feasible for you to purchase nurturing fibers from me and you're in, say, Australia, I don't know. But we will ship to you anywhere in the world. I hope you have a lot of sea glass quints and Luna in stock. Does the site have the bandwidth to handle us? I really hope so. I really hope so. I've been concerned about that as well, but look, if you guys crash the website, I'm not going to be mad at you. I will not be mad at you. It might sell out. It might. It might. The website is launching at 3 a.m. my time, so I will not be awake. So Jennifer will be the one that will be manning it, because that is midday for her in Pretoria. So she will be the one that will be flipping the switch. Those 3 are mine. I'm calling them. They're beautiful. They're beautiful. Do you like working in merino? I didn't think that you liked working in merino. And these are thinner than what you like, Betty. You like the thicker yarns. DOS outage on day 1, right? Right? I need your entire stock of lunar and cherry blossom stat. I hear you. I completely understand. You'll have to watch the replay. Yeah, start at 30 minutes in, because I waited 30 minutes before I started. Next question, do you have enough stock to handle us? I have. Cousin has first dibs. I love you guys so much, okay? But just so you know, Kelly has been stalking me. Kelly has been stalking me for months. And she has proclaimed that if she does not get my first sale, then it will be bad for everybody. Just so you know, Kelly's already put dibs on that. Let's see. To answer the question about stock, okay, I have... Aunt Jeannie Ann just asked me this question earlier when I was on the phone with her, because she gave my uncle the wrong number of what is up on my wall of yarn over here of stock. I have over 2,000 balls and hanks of yarn that's just stock in this room that's over there that you guys cannot see. So I'm hoping that that's going to be enough, because I don't want to make anybody angry because I'm out of stock of stuff. But look, I know, because we've timed it, it only takes me 4 days to get a shipment from Cape Town, South Africa. With DHL, and as long as everything goes right with customs, which it normally does, we haven't had any problems at all so far, thankfully, because we did our research and we don't mess around with our paperwork. So 4 days, we can get a shipment from South Africa. Good night, Kim. Thank you so much. Kathy said, can I be your cousin? You can come and stay with me for convention. Can we see now? What do you mean, can you see now? Hi, Bobby. I am. I'm feeling much better. Thank you. Oh no, you're going to run out. I hope not. Lord, I hope not. I mean, like, no? I hope not. What's the day? I have days when my orders go in. What is... Hang on, I'm looking at the calendar. See, I have another order going in on Monday. See your stock. No. 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 I still get like anxious. I turn it on for my patrons and I move my camera around, and my patrons have seen the vast majority of my studio, but I still get very anxious about it. Like Kim still has to talk me down a lot of the times because I'm just finicky about my room. Like you guys see this, it's a tiny little portion of the room. I just don't like, no. Can I apply for cousin proximity because we're in the same city? You know what? My family is a very lovely and loving and gracious family. Okay, and you're gonna meet one of them. You're either gonna meet Amy or you're gonna meet my Aunt Jean Ann, and there is a possibility that you may end up just getting adopted. Okay, it might happen. It might happen. They may need to call on you when Line sends all of those granny squares over to sit around the table and munch on nummies and help Amy and my Aunt Jean Ann crochet those granny squares together for the Snowball Express. I mean, anything is possible. Oh, let's see. Bobby, I'm launching a yarn distribution company. That was the big surprise. Oh, does your site have pictures of all of the colors? Yes. Yes, there's pictures of all of the colors. You got to draw the line right. Yes, yes, I do have to draw the line. I don't want to show my studio to everybody on YouTube. I'm so sorry. Yes, they are true to color, Freaky. How many yards is in the Eco Lush? I believe that one is 200. Hang on. Pause for dramatic effect. Is that Lush or Fusion? That's Fusion. Where did Lush go? Cotton. Lush is buried. Here we go. How do you store them? Are they in their plastic sleeve thingies? No, they are all in plastic containers for protection. But they are out so I can get to them easily, so I can fulfill quicker for everybody. Yes, 200 meters, 50 grams, 200 meters for Eco Lush. Let me pull out a couple of these other ones. And we will go through all of the yardage again. Alicia said, my family is crazy. I don't want anyone to meet them. Oh, bless your heart. My family's awesome. Someone mentioned Tim Tams. Can you import those too? You need yarn pictures on your back wall. I know. See, that was another behind the scenes thing is I put a camera inside my big old photo box, this above screen camera, put it in the photo box, and I had the other camera pointing at me, and we took all kinds of pictures of yarn together. Okay, so I'm going to go through these because everybody keeps asking, so I'm going to go through the yardage and the details. Nurturing Fibers Eco Cotton is 100% cotton. It's 50 grams, and it's 125 meters, and that's a DK weight. This is Eco Cotton. Eco Fusion is 50-50 bamboo cotton, and it is 50 grams, 125 meters. Eco Lush is 40% bamboo, 60% cotton, 50 grams and 20 meters. Eco Fusion is a DK weight, And then Eco Lush is more of a fingering weight. Then we have the Super Twist Sock weight yarn, which is 100 grams, 320 meters. Then there is the Super Twist DK, which is 50 grams. Oh, this is merino wool, 100% merino wool. 50 grams, 103 meters. And then the single spun lace is 100 grams and 620 meters. And it's merino wool as well. Wow, 4 days. I ordered Samoya and it took about 4 weeks. Well, listen, we went through that. That's one of the reasons why it's taken a year for us to get everything together, because it goes a lot smoother and it goes a lot faster when you have all of your custom stuff in order. Goodloopsyarn.com is the website. FYI, 1 meter equals 1.09 yards. Backyards or front yards? Does it say yards? No, it says meters. It comes from South Africa. They don't talk in yards. Nobody else talks in yards. Just the Americans. Thank you, Dee. I just said maybe I want a side yard. Squish. God, you guys. It's so squishy. Oh. Gosh, this Eco Lush is so, so, so nice. It's so lovely. It really is. The cotton is very soft. That was killing me, you guys. It was killing me not telling you guys about this cotton every single time. Thank you, Allison. Every single time we went to go talk about cotton, it was killing me not talking about the cotton. So what's your favorite? Bobby, they were picking on me as I was going through all of the colors and everything, and apparently I have like 12 favorites. Let's see. Just added my email to your site. Looking forward to Thursday. Thank you, Michelle. Will you be getting Aran weight in? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think that I haven't gotten any tester Aran weight yarn in. I do believe that part of the Bendigo that is coming to me, one of them might be an Aran weight. I'm not certain though. I'd love to see Havana in this yarn. Woo, lovely. Lovely. Oh, my Auntie Nan, you did very well, sweetheart. So very proud of you. I'm not going to tell you how many times your right eyebrow went up when you were discussing. Look, it's just part of who I am. It's just part of who I am. Ugh. Thank you, Dee. If you would like to see exclusive behind-the-scenes stuff, become a patron. Are they available for... No, they're not available yet, Anita. My website goes live Thursday morning. That's February 14th, Valentine's Day at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You tell her, Amy. Oh, she's poking fun at me, you guys. I always get picked on. I'm not even safe from my lovely Aunt Jean Ann. Maybe you can add a conversion chart or calculator for us on your site. Some of us just can't do meters well. You know what? I will send an email after I get finished with you guys here in 10 minutes. The first thing I will do before I go and eat my dinner, I will send an email to our web guy. And I will let him know that we need to have yards on there. It's a very good thing. I guess it's just something that I don't think about because I crochet in European yarn all the time. So I'm used to the meters thing. Everyone can buy yarn and then start their rambling roses all on the same day. Yeah. As soon as we decided on February 14th, the reason that it got pushed up, it was supposed to be March 1st. March 1st was supposed to be the day. But Carlet, the owner of Nurturing Fibers, is launching a crochet along for a cushion starting on March 1st. So we went into a panic because there's no place for Americans to purchase Nurturing Fibers yarn from. So this past month has been a whirlwind. We've all been going absolutely crazy trying to get everything up and running and make sure that it's ready for launch. And poor Carlet has been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for us. And she's been so patient that we needed to just go ahead and get it done. But, we need to open for pre-orders. As soon as she's ready to announce the crochet along, we need to be able to open up for pre-orders and then give us enough time in the event that you guys do buy me out of stock for us to get the yarn shipped to us from South Africa and then out to everybody before March 1st for the start of that little cushion crochet along. It's been a panic. Do the yarn balls list suggested hook size? Like most everything else, they forget about crocheters. They forget about crocheters. Let me see. We were so excited about Good Lips, we didn't even think to ask what was for dinner. Chicken Alfredo was for dinner, I think. Oh, man. Just a Google conversion chart? Maybe. It won't be too hard. An F hook. See, Betty's speaking an American language. For DK weight yarns, I use a 4.5 crochet hook, a 4.5 millimeter crochet hook. Betty McNitt, that's a cuss word. How can anyone forget about crocheters? A lot of yarn companies will put on their labels the needles for knitters, but they don't put hook sizes on there. A lot of them do. Yep. I don't know why. Use a 4 millimeter. I think a reason that I use a 4.5 millimeter is because I tend to crochet tight. So because I tend to crochet tight, I normally go up at least half a hook size above what the yarn calls for or what people normally use with the yarn. I go up a hook size. Is all the cotton DK? Yes. Eco Cotton is DK and Eco Fusion is DK. Eco Lush is a fingering weight. It's so soft. God, it's so soft. I love it so much. I'm sitting here plotting. What to make with this. Ever since I opened up that box yesterday and pulled out that first package and it just went swish in my hand, I was like, ugh, but oh gosh, I hadn't even felt it yet. Even through the plastic, just squishing it was just, oh gosh. 5-minute warning. Thank you so much, Dee. Beth said, I figure a meter like a baker's dozen. It's a yard plus a bit. See, I like that thinking. I would rather have too much than not enough. That's just me, personally. But then again, I always overbuy. Emma always pokes fun at me whenever I get yarn for our projects, because I always overbuy. Is crochet thread in the future? I have had a designer that works exclusively in crochet thread. So I have been looking very, very, very closely at a line from Italy that is mercerized cotton thread. It's the size of number 10 cotton thread, and I'm waiting to get a sample from it, and maybe in a couple months might start doing that. Going to have to tell my son he can't go to university as I have to buy yarn. Look, sacrifices must be made, okay? Sacrifices have to be made. You can make that picture pattern. You gave me a nervous breakdown about it on Facebook. Look, that was just doodling in my head. That was just doodling because I was bored at work, so I was trying to be creative while I was being bored at work. Betty says, guys, I call the quince, lunar, and sea glass. Don't buy it. So says Betty. It's first come, first serve, Betty. You better be up at 5 a.m. What cowl is it and where can I find it? It will be my first cowl. Which cowl are you talking about? Are you talking about the Nurturing Fibers Crochet Along? Because that one is a cushion and it hasn't been announced yet, but it is coming. It is coming. You can join the Nurturing Fibers Facebook group and you can keep up to date there. Just search in Facebook for Nurturing Fibers and you'll find it. If you're talking about the Crochet Along from Emma that I'm filming the video tutorials for that starts on Thursday as well, that's the Rambling Roses shawl crochet along, and that starts Thursday, and you can find information for that on pippinpoppycock.com, and you can also search the Pippin Crochet Club and Facebook, and you can join her Facebook group there. It will all be gone by the time I get home from work. Look, Betty, you're just gonna have to wake up super early. Nancy Weber said, I'm late. What is the surprise? Nancy, I'm launching a yarn distribution company on Thursday. Surprise! You'll have to go back and watch the replay and look at all of the yarns that I've shown after I'm getting ready to log off. And after I do, then you will have... It'll be just a couple minutes and it will populate and you'll be able to go to my channel and watch it again. Start at about 30 minutes because that's where I started talking about it. Oh, let's see. Nurturing Fibers Facebook page just exploded. Maybe. Can we log into Good Loops now or on the 14th? You can go to goodloopsyarn.com right now, but it's just a landing page where you can subscribe to the email list. The site, the actual site, the e-commerce, being able to buy will go live February 14th at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Goodbye, Sally. See you next week. Good night, Nancy. Everybody's saying goodnight. And I'm like, everybody's leaving all of a sudden. And then I just remembered, like, this is how my brain is going. I just remembered that it's time to log off. That's why everybody's saying goodnight. So, yay! It's here. It's almost here. Just a couple more days and Good Loops will be launched. And that's what's going on. And I'm going to go eat my dinner now. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you again to my patrons for putting up with me for the past 6 months. And my Aunt Jean Ann and Amy, I love you guys so much for dealing with me. It's almost here. It's almost here. So, I'm excited and I'm hungry. So I'm going to go now. I will talk to you guys if you guys want to hang out on nights that aren't Monday nights or days. You can join the It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group and hang out with us there, because there's always somebody chatting and there's always something going on in the Facebook group. So I will talk to you guys very, very, very soon.